Today on the company's Q4 results, delivering a beat on adjusted EBITDA and pointing to continued strong demand for steel, especially in the automotive sector, despite the UAW strikes last year. Joining us for a closer look at the quarter, Cleveland-Cliffs CEO Lourenco Goncalves. Lourenco, it's great to have you. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me, Carl. Always a pleasure being with you and Sarah.
Your point about demand is important, especially once people realized that that strike was not going to be as extended as some feared.
Yeah, we never really had that concern because being the type of supplier, big, reliable, constant, high on quality and high on delivering on time, we knew exactly what was going on. But other buyers of steel outside of the automotive sector had fears about the duration and the depth of the strike, and they stopped the buy. That was the change we had late in Q3 last year, affecting a little bit of Q4, but our core business with automotive was completely unaffected. We ended up the year with record shipments for automotive and record shipments overall.
What are going to be the key drivers of demand this year, at least in your guidance?
I think the most important thing for 2024, we expect a year that will be less affected by the day-to-day changes of mind on hard landing, soft landing. Inflation will destroy the economy. No, the inflation will no longer destroy the economy. That was 2023 for us. It was a roller coaster that was more driven by the news cycle every day than driven by the reality on the ground. Reality on the ground was pretty constant and pretty boring. We expect 2024 to be like that. At this point, everybody knows that the inflation thing was not that bad, and the economy was able to navigate through the maze extremely healthy, and we emerged in 2024 pretty strong.
Let's talk about U.S. Steel, because I know, Lourenco, you're still getting plenty of questions about the deal. They took the Nippon offer over yours. Although it's not clear that it's going to close, they're certainly going to get a lot of antitrust scrutiny. Would you still be interested if it doesn't?
I don't know. They turned me down, so I'm not here to act as a backstop for their failed attempt to sell to Nippon Steel. I firmly believe that that deal will not close. I can't believe that the most union-friendly president that the United States has ever had will allow for the slap on the face of the USW that U.S. Steel promoted by giving the deal to a lower offer coming from a foreigner that has a horrible history of breaking trade commitments in the United States. So I had a bigger offer. If you take my stock price and my offer, as of right now, would be almost $1 above the $55 that they offered. But they decided to go with Nippon Steel. Now they have to resolve that over there. And then we'll see at the other side how we're going to react.
All right. Tell us how you really feel about that transaction. You referenced the politics here, and I'm curious, the Trump tariffs went through. Do you think there should be more rules, more tariffs, more done on trade protectionism as if Trump does get reelected?
Look, first of all, I don't agree with the trade protectionism that you are talking about. I believe that we need to continue to enforce our trade laws. These are laws, and they need to be followed by everyone and every single participant in the marketplace. So we are always for fair trade. We don't have any problem with fair trade. We have serious problems with dumping. And of course, we have serious problems with foreigners coming to the United States to pretend they are domestic producers and then actually using their domestic position to import at unfair prices. So actually, I was watching CNBC earlier today. The automotive guys are starting to feel the same thing. So it's not only on steel. We need fair trade everywhere. We need fair trade on every single point of the economy. Otherwise, we don't have an economy. We have a mess, and we don't need a mess here. We need order. We need the enforcement of our trade laws.
I should have said trade protections, not protectionism, because you object to that.
I'm sticking with the word you used.
Okay.
And you said protectionism.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, no, I'm correcting myself. Protections. It's an issue we're going to talk a lot about, no doubt, into the election and obviously beyond.
Yeah,
Lorenzo.
and if you allow me, this is a point that unifies the country. Very few things in these days can unify the left, the center, and the right. And when we talk about these things, we have a pretty unified message. I have support from Senator Sherrod Brown, who has been a big champion of Cleveland Cliffs and our causes. And we have support from J.D. Vance. I have support from Ro Khanna of California. I have support from Senator Marco Rubio. I have a lot of support from Senator Joe Manchin. So I expect support from President Biden and the Biden administration. Let's see how this goes.
Thank you for the straight talk. We always appreciate it. It's good to check in with you. Lorenzo Goncalves from Cleveland Cliffs. We look forward to Microsoft, Google tonight, and of course,